Hey everybody, how are you? That was quick. They did that fast. This looks different. This looks different. Whoa, my thing is
Agent Power Huddle is a daily jumpstart, giving you all the tools you need to create an amazing real estate career. Led by top experts in the field, you'll learn how to sell more houses in less time while creating the life you want. Welcome to the Agent Power Huddle.
Hey everybody. That was pretty cool, huh? We got the new video going on. I was thinking we probably shouldn't have even done this today because it's like the day before Thanksgiving. It's probably going to be pretty short, pretty low attendance. So good job for being here. How are we all doing today? How's our day going? Kevin, you never miss a day. You're so good. So good. Same with April. There's a few of you that are just here every time. It's so good. So nice. So happy day before Thanksgiving. I am going to be doing a really cool call at 8:30. In fact, you know what, everyone? I'm going to open it up to everyone because I've got a guy that's going to be teaching in my organization today all about recruiting. So if any of you are interested in going to that, I'm going to stick in the chat. It's from 8:30 to 9:15. If you're in my organization, make sure you go. So it's expwealthbuilders.com. It's from 8:30 to 9:15. I'm really excited about having this guy talk. So if you want to go show up to that, I highly recommend showing up to that. It'll be good for you. And then also December 4th, I have a 3-hour long training that I'm doing. And I'll put that in the chat as well. That's December 4th. And that is for building your wealth map and aligning your goals for 2021. We're actually starting right now. Quite frankly, we're going to be helping you learn how to write goals around every area of your life, as well as breaking them down into each month and then breaking them down by week. So it'll really give you a really clear plan on getting your goals in planned for starting right in December. We're not waiting until 2021. We're doing it right away. All right. So that's December 4th. And I will stick that really quickly in the chat so you have that as well. We've done it now 3 times and people just love it. So I'd love to invite all of you that. So this is December 4th, wealth chart abundance life training. And that is all the information. We'll give it to you when you go there. I'll put it right here. Are you wanting a kickstart on your business and you want to learn how to be the go-to professional in your industry? Well, guess what? I've got a free challenge for you. It's 5 days of coaching. It's brand new. Just go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion. That's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. And you'll get a free training with me for 5 straight days that's going to help kickstart you as the go-to professional in your industry. So sign up and I'll see you there. Okay, so you know what I'd like to do? I was gonna be doing today talking about how to get reviews, but yesterday they had a guest speaker and he talked about that. So instead of me talking about it again today, I figured I would I was going to actually do video content. But you know what I'd really love to do, because it's such a small group, is I'd love to open it up for like an intimate Q&A type of a session, because usually there's so many more people. And I think that with, less than 30 people on the call, we can kind of dive deep into some questions that you have regarding real estate, digital marketing, anything. How does that sound? Because it's very rare that I'm on a call with this few of people, which is a really great advantage to all of us, so that we can kind of, really kind of dive a little deeper. And I'd love to answer any of your questions about anything. If you don't have any, I can get into like what I was video training, but I can save that for next Wednesday. And I'd love to, kind of answer your questions. So first of all, how are we feeling about digital marketing, right? We understand that right now it needs to be a huge part of our business, okay? Because the world, as we know, has changed drastically over the past year. I always say it's kind of like a silver lining. I really believe that this is a silver lining, because all of you should have been focusing on digital marketing way before now. It should have been a part of all of our lives, because it's the way of not the future, it's the way of the present, right? And unfortunately, real estate has been kind of slow to take advantage of all the great digital marketing, social media, video, and all that can really, really, truly enhance our business. And I'd really encourage, like, all of you, Lynette, Michelle, Jason, everybody, Anita, show us your picture. We want to make sure that we can see you because you're more engaged and you'll pay more attention. So I want to really compliment those of you that I can see. It's not fun looking at a big black screen, right? So like a bunch of names on it. It's nice to see your faces. So talk to me. How are we doing? Come on. You're all like this. Like you're all sitting there. Okay. We got April. You have a question, or Kevin, you have a question?
I think you meant to put KMC Wealth Builders, not EXP Wealth Builders.
I did. You're so right. Hopefully I gave the guy the right.
But yes, the mind map stuff that we did last week was amazing.
Oh, you liked it? Good.
Yeah, it's
okay,
so good.
So we're doing that. So you're right. It's KMC Wealth. So basically the idea behind the wealth map, just so all you know, is that your brain needs to know where it wants to go, right? So the reticular activating system in our brain, its function is to give us what it is that we want, right? And so if your brain or if you don't know what you want, your brain doesn't know how to get you there. So the idea behind building your wealth map regarding every area of your life, and this is not just business, it's health, finance, community, spirituality, relationships, right? Money, finance, it's all the areas of your life. The idea is to really, really build, to really kind of think about what your life would look like if you were actually doing each one of those things. If your life was exactly how you want it, be able to visualize that, and then to be able to put down in words, right? In writing, so that you can then go back and really, really visit that on a daily basis, so that your subconscious, your reticular activating system, starts to give you more of what you want, looking towards those things and getting rid of things that you don't want. And it really, really does work. So the idea is to build your life backwards, if that makes sense, right? Kind of like seeing your life exactly as you want it, and then putting that down on paper, and then now writing down the steps to help you get there. And then we take that down by the entire year, break it down by months, and break it down by weeks, so that you can do things and know what to do each and every single day. So I've based this training off of the 12-week year, and I basically now call it the 1 week month, right? So you get more done in a month than you get done in more done in a week than you get done in a month, because you're really, really breaking it down and making sure that you're focused on exactly what you're doing. And you visit those goals and visit that life map as often as possible. I tell my students to do it for 15 minutes every single day, so that you're constantly reminding yourself as to what you want. So that's the idea behind that. I'd love to have you. It's December 4th. Okay, Kevin, thank you for that. Questions? Yes, April.
Okay, so sometimes I feel like I'm getting lost. I'm trying to do the videos. I was trying to do like the 5 Facebook Live videos, and then I started also trying to do TikTok videos, but then I seem to be forgetting about my weekly like videos that I'm supposed to be doing. And then I seem to also be very like I don't really understand the whole green screen, so I haven't done any green screen stuff because I don't get it.
Don't worry about the green screen.
Okay.
Just there's a lot of research around videos that are unpolished get more engagement than videos that are polished. So don't worry about that. And it also kind of depends. Like when I do my market updates, I love them to be nice and, polished, because I have visuals and all that great stuff in there. But I see, April, you're doing a great job. Just keep doing it. Right? Like John Eric Williams, he does videos every single day. And it's not even about real estate. It's about like just, just being a better person, having a better life, having a good mindset. And there's no green screen involved. He's got him and his husband, and they are so cute. I mean, it's like my daughters like know exactly, oh my God, it's John. Like they love watching him because they see him so often. They're, 19 and 22. So you just never know who you're going to be. And it's because he's so consistent, right? I mean, my whole family knows who John is. So don't worry about that. Okay. But what I will tell you is that as often as you can do one real estate video a week, one niche video, and one community video. Now, community does not have to be community as in going to a restaurant. Community meaning life hack, tip or trick, helpful advice, something that you've learned, right? That's a community video. When I say community, it doesn't have to be going out but if you can do all 3 of those, and especially if you're running ads behind them, you will start to dominate your space. Okay, you've got to think about this. If you're creating a video about real estate every week, a niche video, right? And you're creating a video just about like, hey, get to know me, let me help you. And you're putting an ad spend behind it, and you're getting, thousands of views, hundreds of hours of watch time, it's going to move the needle in your business. It's impossible for it not to. And then when the momentum of that hits, right? It's like when you first take a, oh my gosh, when you go to the snow, my brain right now is not working well. A snowball, right? When you start a snowball at the top of a hill, it's like really, really small. And then all of a sudden the snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And all of a sudden it can wipe out a city pretty much. Okay. Because of the momentum of the snowball. But what happens, April, is kind of like what she just said, is that, well, I find myself doing it, but not, so I know that TikTok is great, but here's the thing, everyone, you've got to pick one platform and master it. If you're trying to do TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, it's going to be pretty hard to do any of them and do them well, unless you're doing video repurposing, right? Video repurposing means you create one video, you run, you pick your platform. My platform is Facebook. That's what I've mastered. I still take that video. I run the ad behind Facebook, but I don't run an ad on YouTube. I'm not running an ad on TikTok. I'm putting it on those platforms. We're not putting it on TikTok yet, but we're putting it on YouTube, on our website, on all these areas, right? But we're not like going full board. It's really difficult unless you have a team to do all these platforms and do them well. So I always tell people, pick one platform, master it, be just relentlessly consistent with it before you pick another one, because otherwise you're not going to be doing anything. And now some people are afraid, like, well, I don't want to put the same content in the same place. I say, who cares? Put the same content in the same place. Why? Because the people are not in the same places. Like, I'm not on TikTok. So, I mean, if somebody, what I'm saying, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, but I'm not like everywhere. So don't worry about it. It's better to get it out there and have it in the same place and not at all, by doing video repurposing. Okay.
Yeah, I've been trying to do it on just the same thing on the, but did you find it as an agent? I think I need an assistant. I just started.
Yeah, it is better than overproofs. Obviously I have a team now, right? But I didn't always have a team. But I chose early on to, I believe that many agents don't understand the power of investment. Okay. Many agents, and this is no fault, but you've got to think about this. And I had a talk with this yesterday. I don't remember what it was at, but anyways, but you have to think about how much money that we make as real estate agents. Okay. And I don't care if you live in an area where you make $2,000 commission. It's all relative. That $2,000 commission is relatively high if you're in an area where your commission is only $2,000. Whether it's $2,000 or $20,000, we make a substantial amount of money. Okay. I don't know of many doctors or attorneys that have the ability to make the kind of money that a real estate agent can make. There's not very many doctors that make a couple $1 million a year. There's plenty of real estate agents that do, though. Okay. But our barrier to entry, it takes a doctor 10 years and spending, anywhere from, $20,000 to $70,000 a year in tuition to go to these colleges, to go for 10 years to become a doctor. And as a real estate agent, after, taking a few classes, you can get $2,000, $20,000, $50,000, $4,000 commission. So why is it that we don't think that we need to invest in our education, in our marketing, in ourselves to make that kind of money? It just does not make sense at all to me. Okay. So whether you have to take out a loan to invest in you becoming the best agent you can be, or to invest in your marketing, that's an investment. Robert Kiyosaki says, right, there's two types of people. There's rich people and there's poor people. Rich people, they buy assets. Assets is investing in yourself. You're buying an asset. A liability is what poor people buy. A liability is cars they can't afford, vacations they can't afford, nice clothes. Right. But when you invest in yourself, in your education, in your business, that is an investment. Right. And that investment is going to help you. People will say, once I have the money, then I'll invest. It doesn't work that way. You need the skill and the exposure to make the money. The skill, the exposure, the investment comes first. The money comes later, period. There's no other way it can happen. It's not going to magically all of a sudden, we're just going to, do so well and learn to do all this stuff without investing our time, our resources, and our money. So why is it that we're so afraid to invest in those things? Any other profession, it takes a manicurist goes through more education than we do to become real estate agents. A manicurist. I know of somebody who spent over $300,000 buying a coffee cart. And then they had to buy the coffee, and then they had to buy the, learn how to do it to sell a $3 or $5 cup of coffee. $300,000 because they're investing in a business. This business can be so lucrative for you if you will invest your energy, your resources, your time to learn the skill set, right? And invest in the marketing to really get there. It's amazing how much it could do, right? You think about if you were even to invest, let's just say 20 grand, how many houses would that take you to sell? Like all of you tell me, what is your average commission? I want to put this in perspective for you. What everyone in the chat, and I should see like 31 people, because I know some of you aren't realtors, but what's your average commission? Mine is $15,000. Okay, so I see 20,000, 7,000, 10 to 15, 20, 8, 6,000, still a ton of money, Tara. 4 to 5, ton of money still, Laura. 7,000, 10,000. Okay, keep going. I want to see them all. Every single person should be doing this right now. All right, 4 to 5, 10, 7, 15. Okay, everyone, that's a lot of money. That is, I was a teacher with a master's degree in curriculum and instruction, teaching for 6 years full time, and I was making $60,000 a year as a teacher with a master's degree. Okay, making 60 grand a year. Do you see your numbers in there? Even like Tara said 4,000. That's 48 grand. Which Tara, we're gonna that average price point is going to increase for you because of how you're marketing yourself. That 4 is going to become 5 or 6 pretty soon. Okay, so that is like you have to sell 12 houses. That's 1 house a month. So imagine if you could start doing things to increase your law of average, your batting average. Okay, I need to expose myself more. Remember, the leverage, you can make up and leverage what you lack in skill, ability, or experience. Everyone say that. I can make up and leverage what I lack in skill, ability, or experience. What does that mean? That means if you get more chances to bat, you get more exposure, you're going to have more opportunities. Right? Now that you have this exposure, what do? You've got this exposure. That's so true, Terry. Agents do make the best agents. My first broker told me that. He's like, oh my God, you're a teacher. You're going to do so well. Because we like to teach, right? So, imagine learning new skills and installing new habits. That's why I want all of you to go to the December 4th training, because we're going to teach you how to completely map out your year and then actually do the activities that you need. If you're already in my organization or my program, show up again. Right? Go to the December 4th training again. You want to hone it in. You want to solidify your plan. Okay. Make it better. Really get into it. So imagine really starting to learn new skills and doing new things to move that needle. We've trained over 5,000 agents in something that we call a challenge. Do you know that now after 5,000 people, you can really get it. You can tell what will work and will not. Okay. The one thing that we have learned that works better so well is the video text messages. I guarantee all of you, I can guarantee it. I promise you that if you just did 10 video text messages a day, you will do 24 homes a year extra. But let's just say 12, 1 home a month. All of you do the math, put that number, multiply it by 12, just by doing that one activity a day.
I have one question about that.
Yes, go ahead.
So with the video texting, so what I have is a CRM, I use Follow Up Boss, and that CRM is texting, but the problem is that I can do bomb to be able to put a video in there, but it's just a hyperlink. Is it better to send it from my iPhone, my personal cell phone number, and just do a video that way and screw the CRM?
It is. And here's why. Because if on emails, nobody's opening them. And even if it goes to a text message and all they see is a hyperlink, it's so much more effective when they actually see a picture of you. Now, if you take that picture and you take a whiteboard like this and you put the name on there and go, right, they're they're opening that. All right. They're
So you're talking
open.
about emails for doing the video on BombBomb, but
So
then
you can do
actually
it. So
going.
BombBomb, I do it with BombBomb too, right? But with the video on there. But most people are deleting. So what they're doing is so let me just share my screen. Let me show you what I do every day, okay? So you guys can get an idea. And then you guys tell me if this is, whoa, why isn't it letting me do it? I did this weird thing. Oh, exit full screen. That's why. Okay. So here's what I do. And I'll share my screen here in a second. Here's what I do on every day when I open my computer. All right. Here's what I do. You guys see it? I'm all delete, 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 delete. Half these things I'm deleting, I probably even shouldn't, right? I want to keep that. Free, delete. That's what I'm doing. They aren't even opening it. Okay. Less than 20 to 24% of emails get open. And if you're getting a 20 to 24% open rate, that's high. People are deleting you. And then guess what I do next? Let me show you the next thing I do. Okay. The next thing I do is I save a few and I leave them in there like these. You can see these, right? Look at these. And then eventually I end up, my computer is so slow right now. Eventually I end up deleting those as well. That's just what happens. Okay. So you're getting deleted. But but the 90+% of text messages get opened up within 5 minutes. Right? So yeah, it takes a little bit longer, but one of my students said something really great the other day, and everyone should listen to this. He said what he did was he found that it was easier for him to do the 10 video text messages first, right? And then go back and copy and paste, so it's the same paste, or it's paste hey, whatever, it's Krista. This is a real video of me. Make sure you open it and just change the name. So he's just copy and pasting. So it was faster for him. So he recorded all the videos first, then he went in and sent all the text messages right after. And he said he saved him a ton of time. Great idea, right? As you start doing this, you'll start getting faster at what it is that you're doing. You'll get faster at it. Okay. I mean, seriously, just doing the 10 video text messages a day, it's amazing what happens. One of my students yesterday was like, Krista, she's all, I got, from doing 40 text messages, I have 2 people that want to buy and sell from 40. She goes, one was somebody that I haven't helped in over a year. And he's like, oh, I was just thinking about you. She's like, no, he wasn't. And he's like, I've got a friend that's buying. And the other one was somebody from, many, many years ago that she knew, an old friend that's like, oh my gosh, I forgot about you. Hey, let's do this. That's what happens. People, you're reminded about it. Right. So on our daily sheets that we have now, we've actually changed them. And I have on there that's already pre-written in 10 video text messages. Now let's just say you can only do 5. 5 is better than none. Right? It's such of a simple task, but it's not always easy to do. John, I got it right that time, right? So it's such a simple task, but it's not always easy to do. It's easy as soon as you start getting into the the habit of it, right? So maybe start out with just doing 1 a day and then see what happens. And maybe start out by doing 2 a day until you work your way up. All right. But I want to really get back into the investment side of the investment of time, investment of resources, investment of money in making yourself be the best person that you can be. I mean, if you really think about what people that that aren't in real estate that are on the same fiduciary level as us, doctors, attorneys, lawyers, insurance agents, right? Dentists, they go to school for such a long time, and we have the ability to make the same amount of money that they do. And they have to invest all those resources, all the time, all the money to learn the skill to make that kind of money. We don't. But think about if we actually did make that investment, what would happen to our business? What would happen? Well, I can tell you what happened. I mean, I sell 150, 170 homes a year. I learned that from investing in my education and myself, right? That's what it's all about. So, I mean, change your mindset. People are so afraid to invest the time, the energy, the money. Why? If you stick to it and you keep going, the end result's going to be great for you. It's not going to happen overnight. You got to keep working, but it will happen. Okay, we got 5 minutes. Questions? 5 minutes. So don't forget, today from 8:30 to 9:15, if you are in EXP, if you go to kmcwealthbuilders.com, you can join. I got a special speaker speaking. I'm really excited about that. and I would love to have all of you go. Command V, it's in there again. That is at 8:30 to 9:15 today. Also put on your calendars for December 4th for a workshop that I'm doing, and I'll put that in there again now too. To have you show up to build your wealth map. Now, this is not for EXP. This is a wealth map for your life. You're building out, you're designing your life starting December 5th. We're going to start putting into play. Anyways, so questions. I feel like I'm investing, so hoping I will see a breakthrough. Definitely need an assistant. Yep, that's the idea. You need help. But just April, focus on all the things you're doing right, not on what you're doing wrong. Like really, just focus on all the things you've done different and you've done right. And success breeds success. Energy goes where focus flows. Dopamine is released every time that you celebrate, like you get excited about something, you say you're doing a good job. Dopamine helps you start creating new habits. So you want to celebrate your success, not focus on what you're not doing right. Focus on what you're doing right, not wrong. Sorry, said that wrong. Okay. Questions. What time on December 4th? I think, Tara, it is at 10 a.m. But if you go to that website, it'll tell you. So go to that website, KristaMashore.com/abundance workshop, and it'll let you sign up. You'll get reminders. It'll tell you the time and all that. We did it last year. We had over 500 people on it. When we did it last year, it was really, really, and this year is better. So last year I didn't do so good. I messed it up kind of. I was like, you couldn't hear me. So do you invest in yourself first or in an assistant to help? I think it depends. Like if you already have a lot of the skill and you just can't seem to get there, maybe an assistant. If you need to learn the skill, invest in the skill, and then invest in an assistant to help you get there. Like I find that, I like to know what it is I'm trying to learn before I teach it to somebody else. So I can make sure they're doing it correctly. That helps me. All right. Terry, what did Terry say? I missed it. How y'all doing? You guys are all so quiet today. Terry, were you a teacher?
Yeah, for the past couple of years, I used to do a little bit of teaching and training in the real estate space for the company I used to work at, and then decided not to work for the evil giant anymore and come join you guys on the journey. My wife's actually an agent, and I'm her lender partner. But everything as a lender is about just teaching and training agents anyway, so it's all the same relevant information to just pass along and try to help out.
Yeah, awesome. Good. Yeah, I love teachers. I think, Cindy, it's 10 a.m. Pacific December. But if you go to that website, so if you click KristaMashore.com/abundance workshop, it'll tell you everything there. You can sign up and register so you get reminders and you won't forget. You're welcome. All right, everyone. So happy Thanksgiving. Do yourself a favor. Take some time off. I mean, honestly, Tara, Mike, John, Kevin, you guys need a break. Take some time off. You will be more productive. April, you'll be more productive if you take some time off. Your brain needs to relax sometimes, right? You'll trust all of you. Your brain needs to relax sometimes. You'll be more productive when you come back. You'll have more ideas. You'll be more energized. Enjoy yourselves. You're allowed, right?
I got videos to shoot. I got more videos I got to shoot.
Yeah, you're doing so good, Kevin. Did you feel better after yesterday's call, Kevin?
I did. Thank you. That was great.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I hope you felt better. All right. So I'm going to jump over to kmcwealthbuilders.com right now. It's kmcwealthbuilders.com. I got a special person that's doing a training. If you want to jump on, go for it. And I will see you all later. Have a great day.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for being here. Good job. Hey there. I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.